everybody? Welcome to Blue Jays Today, where I was just live 40 minutes ago, and now we got a Blue Jays trade in the book. So everyone, we're going to break down exactly what this trade is. All we know is Anthony Bass and Zack Pop are going over to Toronto Blue Jays for Jordan Groshans. Longtime prospect Jordan Groshans. He's been on the show before. Now he's no longer a Blue Jay. Holy crap. Let's break it down. Again, I haven't done any research. I just jumped on here. But hey, we gotta move. We gotta move. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for cheering. We actually did something. Woo! Bass is coming back to the Blue Jays. Woo! Let's run it back. Or should I say let's run it Bass. Hey. I tried to joke. All right. I'm on one right now. I've just poured myself my third coffee. We're going to break it all down. I'm going to get to some of your comments in a bit. Let me just read off. Actually, let me read off a few of your comments. Let's get rowdy. We could have traded for Hader instead. Yeah, I know. I love this trade so much, says Hockey Kid. Zack Popp, the same birthday as me. Bass returning back. Finally. And I don't think this is the last trade, folks. Let me just say it right now. I do not think this is the final trade that we're going to make at all. There's no way this is the last trade. There's just no way. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. All right? All right. Let's take a look, everybody. I'm going to pull this up. I have no idea what to make of this, but I want to break down Anthony Bass. I want to break down Zack Pop. And I want to break down Jordan Groshans, plug it into the trade simulator, and see what we got coming out the other side. First, I think it was Ben Nicholson-Smith or Shai Davidi. One of them had broke the news. Yes, we are still good here. Ben Nicholson-Smith, I guarantee you he's got it on his page. Let's first take a look. He's got a lot of interesting stuff here. He's breaking them down. Okay, he retweeted this one from Craig Mish. Make sure we got that. We're good. Marlins are trading relievers Anthony Bass and Zack Pop to the Blue Jays for Jordan Groshans per source. And this is absolutely official, guys. This is happening. These are two relief pitchers coming our way. That's good. We're going to take a look at it, but hey, what did I say? What did Nick say? If we can get two relief pitchers, I'm feeling pretty good. If we can get another one, absolutely fantastic. We still got a lot of the Tigers guys up on the board. You still got David Robertson and Ian Happ on the board. Ian Happ's a position player, left-handed bat. But you still got guys who we've been rumored to be around. So this is good. This is a good start. Let me just take a sip of this coffee, guys, if you don't mind. My throat is going to hurt today, folks. It burns so good. Okay, let's take a look at Anthony Bass, our old-time friend who used to be a Blue Jay. Anthony Bass. Boom. So Anthony Bass, he was pretty good from what I remember in 2020. But since then, hello. Hey, look at that 141 ERA. Anthony Bass looking good with a whip of 0.940. This guy's a stud. Not a lot of swing and miss stuff, it looks like. Because he's only got 45 strikeouts to his 44 innings of pitch, but that's really, really good. It looks like he plays a lot, not in a save situation, but does more like setup role kind of stuff. Easily Anthony Bass can become an easy setup man, a really good setup man for the Toronto Blue Jays. One thing to note, he's a one-year rental. Anthony Bass is 34. You know, there is possibility for him to go and get signed by the Blue Jays back. You know, there's never not a possibility. He's played with our system before. You know, granted, he only played for one season, but, you know, maybe he likes it. Look at his whole career, bouncing around from all these teams. Maybe he's had enough, you know? Maybe he's like, that's it. I am going to be a Blue Jay for life, and that would be great. Well, he's 34, so maybe he signs like a 1 year or something. That would be great. So, that's great. I want to look at his metrics as well, because I really want to go deep for you guys. Oh my god, my throat! Baseball Samat. I really want to get deep for you. Bass is a club option for next year. Actually, before I look at that, yes, that's something I definitely want to look at as well. Anthony Bass contract. If he has a club option for next year, that would be awesome. He does. Thank you for bringing that up, Leah. Thank you for bringing that up. He has a club option next year, everybody. That's really good. I would choose to keep him. This is not bad at all. You know, I didn't really notice that at first. Just $3 million for Anthony Bass. This is really good. This is really good. I think we should absolutely flex that option. Keep him around. I mean, that's why we're trading away Jordan Groshans. We'll get to that in a minute, whether that was an overpay or not. Also, I have a lot of you guys. We have a poll in the chat. Vote if you think the Jays overpaid. We're about 50-50 right now. 46 saying yes, 54 saying no. Well, we got another year of control of Anthony Bass. That's excellent. Again, we always love the extra year of control. Thank you for subscribing, Anthony Bass. Imagine, thank you for subscribing, Anthony Bass. Imagine that. Sportsnet tweet says there's another player to be named for the Jays to get. Okay. Well, I'll take a look at that after we break down these guys. So, looking at Anthony Bass's baseball savant, we can look at... Oh, that looks like a good player. Wow, and he's even got a 95 on average fastball. That's really good. Well above league average. Awesome. 86 slider. Throws his slider a lot. Damn. He throws his slider more than his fastball. Chase rate's great. K's rate. ERA, expected ERA is amazing. So this guy's ain't no fluke. He's the real deal. Welcome back, Anthony Bass. Welcome back. This is good. He didn't play for 2016. Oh, the batting average. Okay, we're not throwing split fingers. Goodbye. He only threw, wow, he's only throwing what? 24? 25. Yeah, no, this is amazing. It's fastball 250, but you're really working off the slider. That's why he throws it so much. I mean, hey, when you have expected batting average of 191 on the slider, yeah, I would throw it a lot too. I would throw it a lot. This is good. Compared to Kendall Graveman, JT Breaker, Max Fried, Mike Leakey. This is a good player, folks. Fastball, he just pumps it in there. Throws it high, too. Looks like he got to go strikeout on that. Slider down and in. I love it. To those lefties. This is a good player, folks. Down in the way of the righties. All right. Love it. And a club option that we're absolutely going to flex. Absolutely going to flex that option. 100,000%. Love it. All right, let's look at Zack Pop. And I love Zack Pop because I see Dow Kermer saying this. Pop is from Canada. And not only is Zack Pop from Canada, but he's from Nick and I's hometown, Brampton, Ontario, baby. Shout out Brampton. Yo, we got to get Zack Pop on this podcast, Nick, if you're watching this. Zack Pop is from Brampton. We're from Brampton. We're all related to the Blue Jays. That's dope. Let's get it, Zack Pop. And Zack Pop's a great name. Hey, he's a Canadian. Pop. It just sounds cool. Zack Pop. Sounds dope. Actually, I think I remember this guy playing last year and thinking about that. His name is pretty cool and he was Canadian. But hey, welcome to the Blue Jays. Now, this guy's really interesting, and some of you are saying it in the chat. Ryan's saying it. Pop has 5 more years of control, and that's the big note there. That is the big note. I actually looked him up on here earlier, and I couldn't find him, unless it comes up right here. Yeah, let's start with that contract first. This is the big one here. 5 years of control, including this year. This is phenomenal. This is what we've been preaching. He's 25 years old. He's absolutely young. Lots of control. And look, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. This year, he's taking a step forward, right, from his 412 to his 360. He's getting lots of major league experience. Look at all that. 50 games, 54 innings pitched last year. He can pitch. And he's getting more years of experience, 360 ERA. The whip is getting better, 125. But look at that FIP, 282. FIP, for those who don't know, is what your kind of expected ERA is. It's almost like an expected ERA without getting too technical. And his ERA plus is 115. Amazing. And shut out Raul. Never had faith in Groshans for 2 years. Yeah, we'll get to Groshans, obviously, in a little bit as well. But we're looking at what we got at first in return. Let me take a sip of coffee, folks. Thank you for the donation, Rule. All right. Love it. So, I think it's getting better. He's obviously going to play in our bullpen, 100%. But he's a low leverage guy. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Low leverage guys. And after we look at more of his sabermetrics with Zack Pop, I want to look at who is he going to replace in our bullpen, because that, at the end of the day, we're looking for that WAR, that wins above replacement. How are they going to do against the guys we currently have? Zack Pop, you're a Blue Jay, you're Canadian, love it. I got high expectations from you. I got high expectations for you, Zack Popp. He was drafted in the 7th round. Not bad. Yo, he went to Notre Dame secondary? Shout out Notre Dame. That's dope. I'll just get a little bit of nostalgia here, because I'm from Brampton, folks, if you guys are just tuning in. All right, let's look at Zack Popp right here. Let's look at what he's got. So apparently he's a big ground ball pitcher. That's what where is it here? What Ben Nicholson-Smith is saying. Zack Popp generates tons of ground balls, 63.1% ground ball rate, K rate below average, 16.9, but doesn't walk anyone. 2.4% walk rate. Blue Jays will need to create a ton of room on the active roster. As Thornton has options, he could be one. Absolutely. We'll look at that in a little bit. Thank you, Ben. But Zack Popp, we don't have a ton of metrics here because he hasn't played a ton in the league. I wonder if we can look at 2021. Okay, perfect. So, last year, he did have a low walk rate, or a high walk rate, excuse me. But everything's looking pretty good. We're on our way to being a good player. This year, he's only had 20 innings pitch. But you can see here, he doesn't walk that many. 0.9. How many walks is that? 2. He's had 2 walks in 20 innings. Fantastic. Throw me strikes, Zack Popp. Throw me strikes. Throw me those strikes. He throws a 97 fastball. Hello. There's some swing and miss. There's some heat. There we go. I'm liking this. At first, I was a little shocked because of the whole Jordan Groshans things. We'll get to that in a bit. I was like, whoa, Jordan Groshans. I'm liking this a lot, guys. 5 years of this guy. 2 years, including the extra years, including ourselves. So 5 years, 4 more after this. And then with Bass, it's 1 more after this. That's a club option. I know we're going to flex, so it'd be stupid if we didn't. Wow, look at where he locates it. Down and in on the sinker. Down with the slider. I like it. Expecting batting average, on the slider is kind of... So he throws a lot of fastball. We're going to have to develop that. But that's why we have lots of time. We have tons of time with Zack Popp. Tons of time. Tons and tons and tons of time. Pop has some pop, exactly. He makes that glove pop. Yo, that's going to be a thing, bro. If this guy becomes elite one day for us, we're going to definitely be using that a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. So those are the 2 guys that we got in exchange for Jordan Groshans. Now, I want to take some time because I want to really break down this trade. I want to shout out everybody in the chat for coming in. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing to the stream. If you haven't already, 463 of you guys in here watching the Blue Jays make this move. Drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is huge news for the Toronto Blue Jays. Hands down. We got Anthony Bass from the Fish, which is kind of funny. And then we got Pop. Love it. I'm loving this so far. 2 relievers, control, and they're elite. Bass can help immediately, and then we got like Pop for the future a little bit. Welcome in, everybody. Hot Take Hockey. Does this mean we could say bye to Thornton? Thornton's probably going to be like sent down, I would imagine. I'm going to look at that actually in the next thing we do before we look at Jordan Groshans, just to kind of stay on that topic of these 2 relievers. But yeah, he'll probably be sent down. You and Nick should make an elite merch. Make elite merch. Yo, okay, so for those who are just subscribing and new to this channel, please subscribe, because if we get to 10K subscribers, we're opening up a store. We've said it. We're opening up a store because I believe on YouTube you can have a store when you have 10K subscribers. We're going to open up a store. We're going to sell merch. We have own custom merch that we like to wear. I would love to sell it to you guys, make a whole community of it. All right, let's take a look at it, because I saw someone say Bonda gone probably. You're absolutely right. I'm going to pull it up right here, folks. Blue Jays roster. Also, I am on so much coffee right now. It's insane. I am on so much coffee. All right, let me just make sure that we're not muted. Great. Cool. So, our pitchers. Immediately, Bonda, get the F out. Like, get out. I am tired of seeing Anthony Bonda on this team. For those who don't remember, Anthony Bonda was a waiver pickup from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Do you know what that means? That means this man was not wanted by one of the worst teams in baseball, and we were like, oh yeah, we should put him in our bullpen instead of Matt Gage. Stupid. So Bonda's gone. He's got to go. If he doesn't go, I think that's dumb. 5.88 ERA. Look at this guy. He's horrible. He's gone. Thank goodness. So we just went from a 5.88. You know what? Let's do a little side-by-side comparison. Let's do a little side-by-side comparison, okay? We went from, let's say Bonda is replaced by Pop, because I think Bass is the greater of the two. So let's just go, you know, tit for tat. Bonda with a 5.88 ERA, you know, a FIP of 3.92, not horrible. That's actually pretty bad for a reliever. 1.885 WHIP. We're basically upgrading. We're upgrading. Look at that. Look at that. That's 2 whole ERA points and basically 0.6 WHIP points. That's amazing. The FIP's actually pretty much the same. Oh, this is Bonda. Whoops. The FIP's great. 2.82 on Pop. Yeah, we are upgrading phenomenally. Phenomenally. Like, I never want to see you again, Bonda. I'm so sick and tired. Oh my god. Like, wouldn't it be so much better if we were losing a game and Zack Pop came out to try and salvage it? I'd feel so much better that we could hopefully come back in a game. When Bonda comes out, I'm praying that, like, we give up 1 run at least. Like, minimum, I mean. Minimum. I'm praying. That's awesome. That's a great upgrade there. All right, let's take a look now. Obviously, Barrio stays, Zimmer stays, Garcia stays, Kikuchi stays, Phelps, Meza stays. Now, here's where it comes. Richard or Thornton. I believe they're going to option Thornton because he has options, and Ben Nicholson-Smith has said it. They're going to option Thornton. He's kind of that guy. You know, ideally, in an ideal world, if options didn't exist, if I could just go, like, I'm going to replace you because of your ERA and how you've been doing, I'd replace Trevor Richards, but we can't do that because I believe we'd have to DFA him, where Thornton has club options. So it's probably going to be Thornton. You know, it's just security. So Trevor Richards would become our worst pitcher, but let's take a look at this. This becomes a little bit closer. First of all, let's look at Trent Thornton first. I kind of feel bad for this guy because I thought he was actually kind of doing okay. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So here are Anthony Bass will be replacing Anthony Bass is going to be replacing Trent Thornton. Obviously, this is a definite W. 1.41 ERA, 0.9 for WHIP. This guy like instantly becomes our best relief pitcher. Who has a better WHIP? I don't think anybody. Garcia's close, but I don't think anybody has a better WHIP in that bullpen. Who has a better ERA in that bullpen? Nobody. I know that for a fact. He's literally our best, on paper this year, bullpen. He's going to be our setup guy now. So obviously you could see, again, you're dropping it by 3 ERA points. We're upgrading. And then we're upgrading by a WHIP of about 0.4, I want to say. Yeah, 0.4, about that. Amazing. Incredible. Incredible. Anthony Bass has good wipeout stuff. He has good command of his fastball, good slider, throws a lot of sliders. And Pop, he absolutely dominates with the fastball. Still got some work to do. He's definitely got to develop that slider. Gets hit a lot. He looks like he throws it around here too sometimes. But this is amazing. This is incredible news. And our bullpen gets immediately better. So who do we have now? Also, let me take a moment here to say hello to everybody. Hey guys, welcome in. I love that you guys are all loving this. So, welcome guys. Please drop a like and subscribe to the stream. We're back at it again. I was just live. Again, I want to shout out my boss for letting me do this. I promise work is getting done today. I'm actually quite ahead of schedule, so I'm happy. As soon as I finished the last live, I just grinded work. I got it done. And so now we're doing this. All right. Are we still going to get a starter? I think we're not done yet, folks. Let me throw that out there before I go and move on to some more analytic stuff on what our bullpen kind of looks like. Lefty Andrew Vasquez claimed off waivers by the Phillies. Enjoy Andrew Vasquez, Phillies. He was garbage. Yeah, I don't think we're done. There's no way we're done. I think we're going to be in on, dude, if we can get somehow another bullpen guy, that would be fantastic. I swore I saw you an hour ago. Deja vu. I know, right? What's poppin', guys? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, guys. What's up, Villa? What's up, guys? What's up, Jordan N? What's going on, everybody? All right. So the next thing I want to look at, now that we saw the kind of who's placing who, is what is our bullpen look like? Who do we expect to do what roles? All right. Let me make sure we're not muted. We're good. So, looking at the bullpen. If Thornton's gone, this is now Anthony Bass. Bonda is now Zack Pop. This is what the roles are going to be. Closer, obviously, is still got to be Jordan Romano. You just got to make it. I love how we have now 2 Canadians in the bullpen. That's dope. That's dope. I love that. So we got Jordan Romano's closing it out. I think immediately you got to put Bass. I mean, you want to have this little tryout period, but you're bringing him for a reason. You immediately, and I hope John Schneider knows this, you immediately got to put him in the setup role. So what it looks like is he is going to be a setup role, 8-9, right? Critical situations too. He's going to be right there with Garcia. Those, in my opinion, are our setup guys. Look here at Jimmy Garcia. So we got Jimmy Garcia, or Jimmy, excuse me, 2.55 ERA. Oh, never mind. He's got an incredible whip. Yeah. So Jimmy Garcia is our setup guy, as well as Anthony Bass. That's a really good punch there. Look at that. Boom, boom. And then we all know Jordan Romano. Oh, I love that this is happening, guys. Like, my dreams are coming true. We all know Jordan Romano. Right? This is a great back half now. 141, 255, 233. Those are the ERAs for our top 3 relievers. 0.94, 0.84, 1.06. Incredible. Now, I know some of you might be saying, if you haven't already, well, what about Simber? You're absolutely right. Simber is fantastic. But Simber's been rocked a bit lately. I think it's the velo that's starting to get to him. People are starting to figure him out just a little bit. But he's still a great pitcher. So I would say Simber is used a lot nowadays as a like 5th, 6th, 7th inning guy when the lineup's up, the game really matters, and we don't want to use one of the big boys. We put Simber in that kind of role to get out of a jam or carry us over or get through the middle of the lineup, which is fantastic. A 3.07 ERA, 1.09 whip. He's really good. He does give up occasionally the long ball, if I'm not mistaken. No, okay, never mind. Only 4 home runs this year, which is actually decent, not a bad amount. But yeah, that's fantastic. We have this guy as that kind of situational role. We see him a lot nowadays. And then who else do we got? Now we got the outside roles. This is perfect. We're locking up that back half. Then we've got in the bullpen, Tim Meza. I'm totally forgetting about Tim Meza. This is what's fantastic. We have so many options now in the back half of games. Tim Meza is the lefty, excuse me. If I'm not mistaken, Anthony Bass is a righty. Tim Meza is our lefty specialist. You know, he's got a 2.53 ERA with whip of 1.12. If we need some sort of lefty matchups, he's going to go in for that 7-8 role as well, like we've seen him do. So that's awesome, guys. We have 3 guys as really solid options to help us bridge over to Romano. So from the 7th inning on, in a World Series, in a playoff game, I'm feeling really confident if our boys are rested, even if we blow through 2 guys, like let's say we blow through like Jimmy and Tim. You know, at least we have options for Anthony Bass and Adam Simber to come in and fill in those shoes to help us get over to Jordan Romano, who I guarantee when it comes to playoff time, we're going to be working him like a horse. That's a guarantee. Also, Gallo to the Dodgers? No. Let me take a quick little... Is that true? No, it's not true. I haven't seen it yet. So those are those roles right now. Really, really good. And again, JG saying David Phelps ? And dude, this is the beauty, right? This is the beauty of having such a big, deep bullpen now. You know what? I was worried, but we're actually putting in the work now. We're making that bullpen nice and juicy. Now, what David Phelps is, this is perfect. David Phelps' role, 2.45 ERA. This is looking good, guys. Whip of 1.15. Shout out and thank you for whoever just subscribed. Also, real quick before I break this down, I just want to say we're so close to 8,000 subscribers. If we can get it today, which has been our goal for this trade deadline, to get to 8,000, that would be fantastic, guys. So if you're just tuning in, you're not really jumping in on the subscriber thing, or you're like, I don't really subscribe, please do, guys. It would help us out so much. It helps us continue to make content like this during the day. It's fantastic. So thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much. And drop a like on the stream. Helps us get seen. All right, back to the breakdown. So David Phelps is kind of becoming that bridge guy, that middle relief bridge guy now. He's always been that guy, but he's good. He's good. On the totem pole, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 6th on the totem pole. That's fantastic. Fantastic. He comes in the 6th inning when he needs some help. And he can, dude, he's pretty flexible too. He can also come in to help salvage a game. This is why it's good to get these top end guys and push everyone down so we could salvage these games, right? So instead of playing Bonda and Andrew Vasquez, we have David Phelps now helping us when we're trying to come back into games. So we're still in ball games. Also, I am seeing Joey Gallo. So let me take a moment here, guys, and look. I'll get back to my breakdown. Still want to get on about Jordan Groshans, but this is an MLB trade deadline update video. So I definitely want to satisfy the audience. Gallo close to Dodgers. Oh, here we go. Let me show you guys. Let me just make sure we're good. We're good. Gallo close to Dodgers. Okay. Well, I mean, Dodger fans. How do you feel about that? Look, I mean, this probably describes it for me. I would not be touching Gallo with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I agree, Shaq. That's pretty dumb. Yeah. This is great for Gallo. I mean, where are you going to play him, Dodgers? He's not a good player. Gallo for the Dodgers for a double-A player? What was he do, double-A prospect? It's totally different. Yeah, I'll like that. Giants are listening to offers for Carlos Rodon. Okay, we're back on it, eh? Wow. Oh, yeah, Joey Gallo, Ken Rosthal. Possible for Dodgers. Source says deal would be a double-A right-handed pitcher, Clayton Burt Beater. All right, let me really quick take a look here. Oh, this is our roster. Just organize my tabs here. I got so many tabs open. Shout out, thank you for everyone who is subscribing to the stream. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Dodgers prospects. Let me just shed some light on this, and then I'll get back to it, guys. Just give me uno momento. Gotta give this some love here. It is a trade deadline, at the end of the day. Okay. So Clayton Beater, right-handed pitcher. It's got to be a low prospect. Yeah, 15th overall prospect. Expected to come up next year. I mean, 6'2". Looks like he's got decent stuff. I mean, we'll see what happens, but okay, good for you. Good for you. If Jays get Rodon, then W deadline. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for subscribing. Oh my goodness. You got so much love. So much love in the stream. Yeah, Pop's got some good velo too. Yeah, he throws about, I've got it right here, my guy. He throws about 97. Those 97. Thank you for, oh my God, thank you for subscribing. All right, so cool. Dodgers getting Gallo. My thoughts on that, here's my 2 cents. Gallo sucks. Dodgers, maybe it's insurance. I really don't know. Yankees, good for you for getting rid of Gallo because he was worth nothing. And you got something from it. All right. Iglesias, bro, Muncy already batting 160. I know. All right. Let's get back to the Blue Jays blockbuster bullpen trade. I love it. Thank you, Nick. Nick's in charge of the titles while he's at work right now, so shout out for him doing that. Yeah, so I talked about David Phelps. He's now that beautiful guy that can help us stay in games. Now, the rest of our team, we've got Richards still. Is it just Richards? It's just Richards. Is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, right. And then we got a Pop. So Richards now. I'm going to close some of these tabs. I got too many. Richards now becomes our I don't care about this game anymore crap guy. Because everyone, I know some people like him, but for those who haven't seen his numbers in a while, it's not good anymore, guys. In my opinion, I would keep Thornton over Richards, but the reason why Thornton is going to get optioned for Zack Pop is because he's got options. I don't believe Thornton or Trevor Richards has options. It's really unfortunate. I mean, someone could actually prove me wrong on this if he's got options. If he does, then I'll definitely take it. But Richards becomes our we only play when we're 10 up, 10 down, which is fine because he can occasionally give us some good stuff. Like, I mean, well, Let's see. Prove me wrong if there's anything good here, Trevor Richards. Please. Hey, we got to 8K! Here, let me just take a moment here to thank you guys. Let's go! Let's go! Thank you guys for subscribing and liking the stream. Thank you guys. It's been a goal of ours to get to 8K this trade deadline. And thank you for keep subscribing. This is awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much. We're so close to our goal. This year, we want to get to 10,000 subscribers. If we do that, we can absolutely, I think we can take off. I think we can take off, and we can absolutely start up a merch store, do everything. Like, the more subscribers we get, I know some people don't really value subscribers, or it's like, oh, I don't want my notifications getting all pinged up, but it means a lot to us, and we want to make this a full-time thing, so thank you, guys. Yankees trade? Hosmer to the Red Sox? What the heck? Oh, hold on. What is going on right now? Hold your horses. Hosmer goes. Yo! Dude, that's funny. Bro, this guy was like, nah, I ain't going to, This guy's like, nah, I don't want to go to a losing team. Now you're a Red Sox, baby. Oh, man. What a day. I feel so bad for Hosmer, bro. I feel so bad. Oh, that sucks. Yes, I see the Yankee-Dodger trade. It's for Gallo and a double-A player. Wow. Oh, poor guy, man. This guy was just trying to do his best. I wonder why. They're like, if you don't go in this trade, we're going to send you to the Red Sox. No. Aw. Okay. All right. Well, my thoughts on that are, I'm sorry, Hosmer. It's been a rough day for you. It's been a whirlwind of emotions. While I'm over here just kind of drinking my coffee and laughing. Poor guy. All right. Any other news? There's news popping off. I want to finish this breakdown. I haven't even got to Jordan Groshans yet. And my thoughts on that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is some old tweets. Okay. Cool. All right. Let me finish this breakdown for y'all. I really want to finish this breakdown. So yeah, Trevor Richards becomes the absolute 10 up, 10 down guy. Now, if we do get one more bullpen guy, he's gone. Like, it's like, I don't care what you do with him at this point. There is a bit of control on him, but like, when you're this bad, who cares? We're trying to win right now. Well, let me read Bob. I'm sorry for flip-flopping, guys, but Bob came out with a tweet about explaining not Bob Cremo, Bob Nightingale. He explained a little bit more about this. So Eric Hosmer is now being traded to the Boston Red Sox. The Padres are eating most of the salary Hosmer is owed over the next 3 years. Now, there's got to be something political with that. I mean, well, you got Josh Bell, so you're going to have to play Josh Bell at first base, so that totally makes sense. I guess you don't want to put Bell in the outfield. I think Hosmer can play outfield too, but, like, maybe it's just a way of just, like, clearing things up, making it easier. But he wasn't having a bad season. He was having a pretty decent season, so, yeah. That's unfortunate. Sorry. All right, so yeah, last but not least, we have our new boy, Pop. He, in my opinion, becomes the 7th bullpen guy in this bullpen. Zack Pop. Good old Brampton boy. What's going on here? Zack Pop. It's with H. Zack Pop. So this guy, I like this guy. And I explained it a little bit earlier, but for those who are just tuning in, I like this guy. Lots of years of control. We got 5 years on him, including this year. He's getting better with his 2 years. He could throw 97. He's got good velo out of the pen. But he's going to start out for us as that low leverage, get us back into a game. What do you got kind of situation kind of guy. He is young, so you don't want to put him in high level situations. And I don't think it's warranted either. He really hasn't proved to have a high leverage situation type of guy. But, I think this is a good move, especially because of the control. It's the control in the velo for me. And hey, if you're from Canada and you're playing for a Canadian team, who doesn't love that? Who doesn't want to do that? All right. That's awesome. That is awesome. We got a guy from Markham. We got a guy from Brampton. You know, we got guys from both ends of the GTA. I love that. Coming in here playing for Toronto. All right. So that's our bullpen, guys. Just to recap, closer, Jordan Romano. Setup guy, Jimmy Garcia, Anthony Bass. And then I would say Tim Meza as a lefty option. Fantastic. Adam Simber, specialty kind of guy. Comes in, saves an inning, middle relief, comes in, faces the middle lineup in the middle of the game. Keeps us going. David Phelps, same kind of guy, could do the exact same thing as Adam Simber, but also flexible. Can help us stay in ball games if we're down, tied, etc., etc. And then we got Trevor Richards, who's our 10 up, 10 down kind of guy, just a wash. But again, if we make a trade, he's gone, and it would be even better. Then freaking Zack Popp could be our 10 up, 10 down guy, which is fantastic. And then speaking of which, Zack Popp is also we're out of the game, but we have a chance. We're not too far out. You know, maybe he could come in and keep us alive a little bit. All right. And now we have 3 Canadians. Yeah, Vlad, Pop, and Guerrero. Or sorry, excuse me, Vlad, Pop, and Romano. Let's go. All right, so those are our bullpen guys now. Absolutely fantastic. 661 of you guys in here, guys. Please drop a like and subscribe like this fantastic person, Sani0812, is doing right now. It helps join our community. We just hit 10,000 likes or subscribers. And it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. Bonda DFA? Let's fucking go! Let's go! Let me check it out. Bonda DFA? Oh, you're going to make my day. Bonda DFA? I've been waiting for this day. Why did we get this guy? It's got to be Ben Nicholson Smith. Who tweeted it? Who tweeted it? I'm trying to look. Bonda or Shy's probably got it. No. Who tweeted it? Where'd you see that? Bonda? I want to see it. Well, he's gonna get DFA'd. Hazel May? Oh, thank you guys. Hazel May. Come on, Hazel, tell me the good news. Yay! Yay! We're getting better! Okay. So she says, it's official now. Toronto Blue Jays acquired right-handed pitcher Anthony Bass and Zack Pop, and a player to be named later. Oh, right. Someone mentioned that. Okay, cool. So usually a player to be named later is like, depending on how, like either Groshans or some sort of clause like Pop, Bass, or Groshans do or whatever, then a player will be named later. Yeah, the Joey Gallo thing's official, guys, by the way. So that's cool. So we're basically getting like a random mystery box guy. That's fun. So additionally, Bonda has been designated for assignment. Andrew Vasquez has been claimed outright waivers by the Philadelphia Phillies. Good. Goodbye, guys. I don't care about you guys. You guys were nothings until we got these guys. Amazing move by the Toronto Blue Jays. And speaking of infielder Jordan Groshans, what happened to Romo? Oh, I think we got rid of him, didn't we? Or he's in the minors? I don't know. Who cares? He's gone. Let's look at Jordan Groshans, because this is what will the Blue Jays trade next? Starter, it looks like it. Yep, I hope we get a starter. Let's look at Jordan Groshans. All right, let's get on a real note here. Jordan Groshans, for me personally, first of all, I want to say shout out Jordan Groshans. Thank you for coming onto our podcast when we were like itty bitty small. Like we had like 100 subscribers, and you came on our podcast, showed us absolute love. You were a very, very nice guy. So I don't want to ever shit on Jordan Groshans. I wish you all the best in Miami. And wish you all the best success, because I know you're driven. I know you are a hardworking guy. So kick ass in Miami, man. And, bring that team out of the rut that they're in, dude. They need it. So Jordan Groshans, for me, was always expendable in terms of just business. I'll be honest. So I like Jordan Groshans for the reason that he has good average. However, it has started to decline a little bit in the minors. It started off really hot. Big on base guy, big average, really great. Not a lot of pop. Orelvis Martinez has incredible pop, natural strong pop, but he can't hit for a high average. And for me, I just think it's exciting. And like I always say that I'd rather have a guy hit for average rather than a guy that hits for pop. Now, he's young though. He's a 20-year-old with that much pop, so you don't see that every day. Like you always see guys who can hit for high averages in the minor leagues, happens all the time. But that kind of pop in the minors doesn't come around. So if he can hit for an average, that's going to be an incredible MLB player, right? So I always said I would prefer to keep Martinez over Jordan Groshans. So was it a lot? Yeah, he's a number 4 prospect, but he was never going to play in our infield, guys. Like not next year, especially because we have Chapman. You know, we have Espinal, we have Bo, and we have Martinez coming up, who I kind of like more. So it just wasn't a fit. I like the deal. I think it's a good, even deal. It helps out. You know, we still keep a lot of our prospects. Jordan Groshans was expendable. Keeps a lot of our prospects. So I think it was a good deal. So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it was a good deal? You guys let me know in the comments down below. And a player to be named later. I think it's good. At first, I was a bit shocked because it was like, oh my God, Jordan Groshans, number 4 prospect. He's a top 100, right? That's what Luke is saying. He's a top 100. But, you know, whatever. We got exactly what we needed. We needed to shoot bullets. What was Jordan Groshans going to do in the Blue Jays in the next 3 years? Right? You tell me. What was Jordan Groshans going to do in the next 3 years? In our window period. Maybe in year 4 or 5, he comes up and at, you know, I'm not going to say at best, but like maybe I'm expecting he hits like 750 OPS. You know, we don't need that. We really don't need that. We need guys like Boss, who has this year and a next year club option, and we have Pop for 5 years. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Excellent deal. Ian saying, are the Jays done? I don't personally think so. I want to pull up a tweet that I saw earlier. And it was regarding the Blue Jays. I think it was Ben Nicholson Smith. I want to transition a little bit to look at what's coming next. And by the way, guys, I don't know how long this stream will go for because I feel like it's a very specific stream to this like exact deal. And plus, I also have to keep going back to work. Like I literally have to keep going. Actually, let me check. I gotta check my email real quick. Okay, good. Okay, good. We're good. But we're going to go live at 4 o'clock, which is in about an hour and a half. And it's going to be just pure, we're watching the final hours of the trade deadline. What's going to go down? All right? Bass, not boss. Boss. Bass. Boss? Bass. Thank you, Josh Lee, for subscribing. But yes, let me pull up that tweet for y'all. It was Ben Nicholson Smith. Woo! And guys, if you haven't already, please drop a like on this stream. Let's try to get it to 250 likes with 680 of you in here. Bass. I'm losing my voice, guys. I'm going to lose my voice today. It's going to happen. Oh, here's a good one. You guys are going to love this. Okay. So, make sure I'm not muted. Great. So Ben Nicholson Smith says, Blue Jays seen as very busy in pitching market. One name I've heard come up a couple times as a possible trade target is Raciel Iglesias. We're going to take a look at him in a little bit. Raciel Iglesias, who Jays have pursued before. 3 years, $48 million left on the deal after 2022. That's awesome. Love team control. We have the money to spend. I don't care. It's not my money. K percentage is excellent. 33%. That's fantastic. Many possibilities in play, of course. That's fantastic. And I believe Iglesias is on the Angels. Let's see. Oops. Did I spell? No. E-I. What? Am I spelling this wrong? I am totally spelling this wrong. Race. Okay, the I is way there. Okay. Raciel Iglesias. Bass will be a boss. Yeah, baby. So he's on the Angels. 4.04 ERA. Don't let that ERA trick you, guys. The whip is really good. 1.065. This guy would immediately... He'd honestly be... I'd toss him in in the Adam Simber kind of area. This guy could come out and throw gas and just strike people out. Like, Adam Simber area where, like, you're facing the top of the lineup. You need some gas. You need someone to absolutely dominate. This guy's 32 years old, and if you look at his contract... Iglesias... Did I spell it? Yes, I did. Oh, it's with an A. Yeah. 16 mil. That's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But we have money, guys. Like, I'm not... And when I think about next offseason, like, who are we actually going to add that's going to cost a lot? Probably not much. Like, we're going to probably be saving up to, like, buy some of our young dudes back. But I think we could easily go and, like, spend money on Iglesias. Absolutely. Especially if they want to give us some of his money. Dave's saying I want Sin. Hey, if we trade for Iglesias, I betcha there might be an option to get Thor in it, too. I guarantee they're probably asking about Thor as well. And if we get Iglesias, Thor, Anthony Bass, and we get Zack Pop, I'm going to say that's a W. I would give ourselves a solid, maybe a B+. Maybe even an A-. I could be convinced. B+ because it's not the superstar, like, starting pitcher. Bass is really good. Iglesias has high potential. And Pop's a good long guy. Yeah, I like this. What else here? There was another tweet I wanted to show y'all. Also by Ben. Here it is. Blue Jays have been scouting the Cubs, as you'd expect. David Robertson makes a lot of sense for the Jays, as he does for most contenders. Could Drew Smiley be a fit in Toronto too? I'll remind you guys how good David Robertson is. And also on that Cubs team is Ian Happ, so we let's not forget. That could be a place to get that left-handed bat. Now, I love David Robertson. He'd be a rental. For sure. Pablo Lopez to LA is what it's looking like. Really? Tara is saying, Adam, what would we have to give up to get Red Dawn and Peterson? And probably we're looking at... Honestly, since Red Dawn's a rental and so is Jock Peterson, and what the trade market is showing, probably not a whole lot, to be honest. Probably like, I don't know, a 5 or 6 ranked prospect or something. Robertson's 37. He's old. He is old, AJ, but we only have him for this year. And it's a 2.23 ERA with a 1.041 whip. I like it. Got decent strikeout stuff, too. So I'd be cool with it. Personally, if we were to go, if we had one option, we could either go to LA, get Iglesias and Thor, or go to the Cubs and get Robertson and Ian Happ. I might consider, I'll go, and meaning we don't get a starting pitcher if we go in the Cubs direction. I might go Cubs just because, like, I am worried a little bit about Springer, and I want to have that, backup guy, Like, Tapia's cool. I love Tapia, don't get me wrong. But if Springer does go down, like, at least we have Ian Happ who can, he can be a good player. He can be solid, well-rounded tool player. Like, 5-tool player. Blue Jays shocked the world and get Ohtani, yeah. Jays are getting Thor, in my opinion. Yeah, some people are saying Cubs. But I could see the reality where we also go get Thor and Iglesias. That actually to me sounds pretty appealing because you do got lots of control on Iglesias with high upside, high strikeout, great velo, and then you get Thor, which would be a great rental for a 1-year starting pitcher that could help us bridge our way to the playoffs. Could even start in the playoffs. Who knows? Maybe he has a great second half. And AJ saying need to start to help Manoah, and I agree. Well, think of it this way too: the benefit of getting Ian Happ is to protect yourself from injury from George Springer. The benefit of getting Thor is protect yourself from any injury from any player. Out Manoah, God forbid, any like Al Manoah, Gosman, or Brios go down. Brios, but still, lots of players that we need to protect ourselves from. Come on, Adam. You know what you want? Zimmer out there in place of Springer. Yeah. How can I say? I'm a big Zimmer fan. Big. Gallo Dodgers, absolutely. I know. So to recap, for those who were just coming in, I saw the Gallo to the Dodgers. I thought good for Yankees getting. Honestly, Yankees doing Yankees have I'd almost say an A+ deadline. Well, if A+ is going to be like anything, I'd probably say the Padres have an A+. Honestly, yeah, I'll give the Yankees an A+ too. I think we're closing in, like, right now, currently, if I were to grade us, I'd give us like a B-. Like, we got what we wanted. It's not like blowing me away or anything. It's like, okay, you did it. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Maybe not exactly, because you still need a starting pitcher, right? So we'll see. Status deadline for the Jays. They're done. I don't think they're done, Jason. I really don't. There's lots of time left. You don't know that. Let me check Twitter one more time, folks, and then I probably need to hop off in like 10 minutes just because, again, for those who don't know, I'm at work right now. My boss has been very kind for letting me to do this. So, yeah. Everyone shout out John one more time. Shout out John, everybody. I'm going to buy him like greatest boss in the world mug. That's what I'm going to do. Right now on Twitter... Yeah, so Joey Gallo for Clayton Beeter. Beeter is the LA's number 15 prospect. Overpay. Cool. I gotta show you this, guys. Let me just make sure I'm not muted. The Yankees fans, so Joey Gallo on the way out. I love that. Just came in, destroyed everything. Aw, poor guy. He sucked. Yeah, so, and then also recap, Hosmer is going over to the Boston Red Sox. I guess. I mean, there's so much drama around it, so there could be multiple factors that I don't see. If I'm just looking at pure face value, I think they're just making room for Josh Bell, but I feel like Hosmer's still a good player. Like, I don't understand why you do it. Everyone, thanks, John. I love it. Thank you, guys. I'll tell him. But yeah, that's a weird one. And yeah, and then obviously the Blue Jays trade is huge. We needed it. Our bullpen's looking very, very nice now. Hopefully our ERA starts to look good. If we actually go down the line, let's say Robinson, 2.33, 2.55, 1.41, 2.53, 307, 2.45, 549. He's the one guy. And then 360. That's great. Our worst guys are a 360 and a 5+. Like, obviously, Richards is a standout, but not horrible. If Richards is your last guy, fine. Like, who cares? He's not going to be pitching in a meaningful game anyways, right? All right. Let me read some of your guys' responses, and then I think I might call it, guys. I do have to get to some work. Upload a video. If you guys want to check out the school I work for, you can. It's called Aqua Purpose. Shout out Gabe for subscribing. Wonder where Jays rank in bullpen pitching now. It's going to be tough to see. We're going to have to see in the next 2 months how they do. I should expect them to increase, of course. Like, if we can be a top 12 ERA bullpen, way better. Way, way better. Is it John or John? John with an H. John with an H. With Thor, remember Stripling would be in the pen too, very enticing. Exactly, right? And when I see Stripling, if we get a starting pitcher, Stripling can come out in any in a 3-game wild card series or a 5-game ALDS. Like, he can come piggyback off of people like Barrios or Thor or whatever, right, to help us get through that. Diego said, I just subscribed right now. Thank you, Diego. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you to everyone who's subscribing and tuning into these streams. This has been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic day. And I appreciate y'all. Let's freaking go Rendon to the Yanks. No. I would have gotten an update. No. Oh, this actually, I did just get an update. Not anything new, but MLB tweeted about San Diego's new closer. I wanted Josh Hader. Oh my God, look at him. Did he cut his hair? No, he's got it in a bun. I think it's a bun, right? Don't tell me you cut your hair. Wow. Run down to the Yanks, check please. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, guys. Closing statements on this video. So I do got to go back to work. We will be live in an hour. in literally 1 hour at 4 o'clock. I'm going to create the stream right now. It's going to be our final 2 hours watch along for the final trade deadline. I am going to work, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to grind out work, and then I'm going to come back. Nick's going to come here at some point, I think. He'll let me know. John. Hold on. Let me just look. Oh, yeah. You're just saying my boss's name. But final statements on Anthony Bass to the Blue Jays and... Bass. Anthony Bass to the Blue Jays and Zack Popp. It's a great trade. I think it was actually worth someone like Jordan Groshans because you're getting the control. Because Bass, has 2 years with that second year's a club option, which we're absolutely going to flex. Bass is immediately going to be an impact guy in our bullpen, and I love that. We needed that immediately, and yeah, I think we're not done, guys. I think there's room to get another bullpen guy, at least one more to replace that Trevor Richards spot. Because we can say goodbye to Richards, honestly, and then to also get a starting pitcher or left-handed bat. So guys, tune in about an hour. We'll be back here, and thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, go Jays, go! Let's go! We did it!